Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all doing well. I'm not doing too bad myself, and in this video we're going to be talking about Cody Ko. I feel like I don't need to explain who Cody Ko is. Popular commentator, millions of subscribers, we all know this. But a video dropped from another YouTuber called D'Angelo Wallace titled An Uncomfortable Conversation About Cody Ko, where in this video D'Angelo goes in depth about a situation that isn't really new. This has been there for years, but it hasn't hit the mainstream like it has in like the last 2 days or so, where he states that Cody Ko allegedly hooked up with Tana Mongeau when she was 17 and he was 25. Before we start, if you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. We are on the road to 500 subscribers. We are actually super close to 400, so that was like the summer goal. If you would like to help me achieve the summer goal, please consider subscribing. And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get right into it.
Alright, Cody, let's have an uncomfortable conversation. Someone has been alleging for years now that you, one of the largest commentary creators on YouTube, knowingly committed a crime against her when she was a minor. But YouTubers and viewers alike are ignoring and discrediting these allegations solely because the person making them happens to be an unlikable woman online, Tana Mongeau. And you know that people are ignoring this because nobody is working harder to bury this story than you. And you're getting away with it because commentary YouTube has a serious problem. I can't blame any of your viewers or my viewers for not hearing about this because you've done such a good job hiding it up until now that I only found out about it recently. The situation has been talked about by smaller channels, it's been discussed at length on other platforms, and it keeps almost hitting the mainstream, like with this Rolling Stone article or this H3 podcast discussion. But the reason it hasn't caught on yet, despite all of this, is that none of your friends, nobody on your level, nobody in the commentary niche with enough pull is willing to admit that this situation makes you look terrible.
A lot of people like him a lot, and they really are like doing any kind of mental gymnastic to just ignore it.
I'm not here to accuse you of committing a crime in this video because I can't do that based on someone else's allegations. Nobody can definitively take these allegations as proof, but at the same time, they should still be looked at and not treated as an open secret and swept under the rug like you've been doing for so many years now. We both know that Tana Mongeau is a YouTube personality with a history of lies, controversy, and genuinely problematic behavior that's become so entangled with her brand that her podcast is called Cancelled with Tana Mongeau. And speaking of this podcast, about a month ago, she hosted a live episode in front of an audience, and the conversation turned to you.
Who's the smallest you've ever had sex with?
Oh my God, no one look at me, Cody Ko. I can say that. I was literally 17. I can say that.
This clip started making the rounds and people were understandably perturbed because if Tana Mongeau was 17, you would have been 25. So people started speculating and Tana decided to set the record straight.
I hooked up with Cody Ko when I was 17 and he was 25.
She claims that not only were you fully aware of her age at the time, but someone even tried to stop you and you went ahead anyway.
There was a situation with Gabby Hanna at a playlist live where she pulled him aside and told him like, yo, she's 17. And then we still went and hooked up.
So ladies and gentlemen, alright, I'm not the greatest with math, but I think that my knowledge in math is pretty good to the point where I can say this, okay? 17, right, is less than 18, alright? I think everybody can agree to that. If you don't, I don't know what's wrong with you, but 17 is less than 18, okay? This grown-ass man, 25-year-old, allegedly, alright, I gotta keep throwing the word allegedly because as of right now, Cody Ko has no video, no response, no nothing. So at the moment, these are allegations, but the supporting evidence is so good, but still, these are allegations as of me recording this video. A 25-year-old grown-ass man allegedly hooks up with a 17-year-old Tana Mongeau. I don't need to explain how disgusting that is because it's truly disgusting. Yes, Tana Mongeau doesn't really have the greatest reputation of all time, but this story really shouldn't go unnoticed because if it was anybody else, this would have hit the mainstream. Everybody would be talking about this. And the fact that people are really trying to justify this is so weird to me. Like, it's super weird to me. It's a 25-year-old grown-ass man who should be fighting people in his age range. Typically, like, the lowest you could probably go is, like, 22. Probably. You could probably make the debate for 21 as well. But, like, you should be looking for, like, people around his age, not a minor. He allegedly struck that chord, and it turns out to be a minor.
To be clear, 17 is under the age of consent in many states, including Florida, where Playlist Live used to take place. So this means that Tana Mongeau is accusing you of statutory rape, and she's not trying to hide that.
This isn't just some crazy tea. it was a crime.
Nothing would make this situation better, but plenty of things make it worse, like the fact that she was a fan of yours at the time, adding an additional layer to the power dynamic you would have had over her.
I grew up loving him, and I think you know what I mean? Like, I was just like excited and a fan.
Tana seems to have many feelings about this, which we'll go over a bit later, but she stated very clearly that the actions she's accusing you of are inexcusable.
If I had a 17-year-old daughter or a little sister or something, like, I would kill.
I would never let it fly.
I had to double check to make sure because I believe Florida and California and a few other states here in the US are the only ones where like the age of consent is like 18, and I believe everywhere else it's like 16, 17. But yes, the age of consent in Florida is 18. So if these allegations are true, lock his ass up.
But what lends the most credibility to Tana's claims, and what is really the most damning thing for you, Cody, is a clip that you might not have even seen yet. See, I read the Rolling Stone article, I watched the YouTube videos about this, and they all missed something. And I understand why. The clip I'm about to show you is extremely hard to find. The original has been lost to time, and it's a wonder we have this on video at all. But if there was anything to give me any more clarity about these allegations before I formed my opinion, I was going to find it. Remember how Tana said that fellow YouTuber Gabby Hanna tried to stop you before everything allegedly went down? Well, did you know that Gabby is actually on record telling the exact same story several years ago?
One time, I told a guy, I saw him making out with a girl at a party who was underage, and I pulled him aside and I was like, hey man, you probably don't know, I know she like looks a little older, she's underage, watch it. And he's like, oh my God, thank you for telling me. And then he turned that.
And what's crazy to me is that he knew, okay? Somebody told him, Gabby Hanna was the person that told Cody Ko that, hey, she was 17, and the fact that he still went and hooked up with her is crazy. Like, bro, he literally got a warning, and then he still went on and did it, bro. Like, lock his ass up if these allegations are true. Lock him up, bro. This is really, really good supporting evidence. I actually have no idea how D'Angelo managed to find this, but for these allegations, that kind of clip is really good supporting evidence. It's just crazy to me how a grown-ass man just doesn't have the ability to be like, no, you are a minor, back off. But like, bro, I don't get it. I don't get it. Find people in your dating range, bro. I don't get it. I don't understand, bro. I don't, dude, I have like a headache just trying to think about this because these like supporting evidence are really, really good for these allegations, like I've said. And it's like, and I'm still trying to process in my head how a grown ass man will still hook up with a 17-year-old girl at the time and literally got a warning, a whole ass warning, like, hey, she looks a little bit older, but she's actually underage. And then you're like, oh my God, all right, thanks for letting me know. And then you go still and hook up with her. I don't get it. I don't get it, bro. Like, does he think he's just gonna get away with it, bro? No, he's not.
But instead of researching to find these answers like I did, many of your fans seem far more interested in attacking your accuser.
I have seen so many comments, but what was she wearing?
It's Tana, so who cares?
Well, it's Tana Mongeau.
Like I said early on in the video, yes, Tana Mongeau doesn't have the greatest reputation, but the story of this story shouldn't go unnoticed if I can speak correctly.
You used to frequently feature and promote your college friend Colby Leachman in your videos until it came out that during your school days, Leachman's university put him on probation for, as a United States District Judge would later put it, the non-consensual videotaping of a sex act with another student, showing the video to other people, lying to the police about the video, and behaving horribly to that individual and at least one other woman. To make matters worse, the woman in the video also alleged that Leachman drugged her before the recording and that she hadn't actually consented to anything at all. You had this man in your videos. You were telling us to follow him on Instagram, and at some point you did wise up, so he's no longer part of your content, but he still seems like he's very much a part of your friend group. From the continued hangout since then to inviting him to your wedding just last year, people are under the impression that you're best friends with someone who, at best, committed an illegal sex act and at worst is an alleged rapist.
The fact that he has a person like this in his friend group is insane to me. If this was me, I'm cutting him off immediately. I don't care if it's been my best friend since preschool. If he did something like this, I'm cutting him off immediately. I'm not keeping him around. If you check Cody Ko's recent video, the comment section are people talking about the situation, but apparently a lot of people yesterday were saying that the comment sections were filtered and you really couldn't see comments like that. But as of me recording this video, a lot of people are talking about it. Somebody said, Code Diddy, you're gonna have to take accountability anytime now. Somebody said if you're 21 plus, under 18s are not an option. Seriously, it's not that hard. That's what I'm saying. If you're 21 plus, you gotta find people around your age group. So 21 plus. Another content creator exposed for doing horrible things. Yeah, I know. I'm not surprised anymore. I swear at this point, every other month or every month at this point, some big YouTuber is going to get exposed for doing horrible things. We had the whole Dr. Disrespect situation, and now we have the Cody Ko situation. So at the end of the day, he a fan, he a fan, he a fan. All right, they were striking chords, and it turns out to be A minor. I've literally been playing the They Not Like Us instrumental in the background throughout this video because literally, bro, like if these allegations are true, once again, I gotta like preface this, that these are allegations, all right? Like I said, Cody Ko has no video response to this at all whatsoever as of me recording this. So until then, these are allegations, but these allegations have really good supporting evidence, and I'm gonna leave it at that, ladies and gentlemen. If you are new to the channel, please consider liking and subscribing. Like I said, we're on the road to 500 subscribers, so if you'd like to join me on that journey, please consider subscribing and liking the video if you did enjoy. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.